Prabhupada says this, he can build a house for the whole world, right? That we can all live in, right?
Yes.
I take that seriously. I take that literally. If that's the case, then we have to have provided facilities in order for everybody to be able to come. When I came to the temple, I was in such a mindset that I couldn't have gone back into the material world. I would have gone crazy because I heard Maya. I heard Maya. All this, remember I said earlier, this is one of the key elements that I've always been very fortunate with, is that I'm able to hear. And I heard Maya. Therefore, I reasonably was able to hear Krishna simultaneously, and I heard and I chose and I went to Krishna. Okay. If I would have heard this Maya and stayed in Maya, I would have gone crazy. So the point is this. Everybody right now, there's millions, if not thousands, of young men and women who are in the same situation mentally, because it's not right. And people, I've heard devotees say this, and I'm wondering what part of the city do they live in? There are people who are struggling and suffering in great anxiety and frustration. They're completely and totally here, right here. They're totally in complete, total chaos, and they need some type of facilities. They have to see and know where to go in order to be able to take a few minutes relief from this Maya so that they can become Krishna conscious. And we have to provide those facilities. If we do not provide them, then we are not being properly acting in our Krishna consciousness, because that's what Prabhupada provided for us. He gave us the opportunity to come and surrender. One of the first things Prabhupada would always say if you're opening a new temple or opening a new facility is that we have to provide facilities for the devotees. I can perceive that having a facility where people who are just now still alcoholics, drug addicts, that they need a place where they could stop long enough to stop having drugs, that they could actually take prasadam, they can hear the holy name, they gradually, just trust me on this, prasadam is sufficient to be able to purify the soul. Why is that? You tell me. You already know.
It is, Krishna ate that.
It is Krishna.
Yes.
It is Krishna.
Yes.
Taking prasadam is Krishna.
Krishna.
It's not just taking food.
Yes.
And it will purify automatically. Yes. I remember one time a boy was upset because his brother was mentally incapable of doing anything. And I told him he can still be Krishna conscious. He said, how? I said, take prasadam. At the time of death, he'll go back to Godhead. He doesn't need to know the philosophy. He just has to have the purification process. That's exactly what we can provide. Then, as they are a little more mature and they become capable, then we'll have them in another facility where they'll begin to chant it, and they'll chant 16 rounds and follow the 4 regular principles, doing this, doing that. And then at a certain point, they go to where you would have regular brahmachari and brahmacharini living circumstances, where their purification, the whole process is in place. And then by that time, you'd have out of those groups, you would have those devotees who are waiting to have the facilities fully developed. That's why I said the example of Indradumna. He came out of that mindset, and then now look what he is. That Radhanath Swami, look what he has done. Okay, he was in the same mindset. All of them. You have to remember that anybody who acts like they weren't is a liar and a rascal. We all came out of the most degraded situation. We were lower than animals. But by Prabhupada's mercy, we became fit. Now, for some reason or another, we're thinking we need to wait for people to become fit before we can save them. No, that's not the way it's going to happen. I guarantee you, it's very simple. Harinama Sankirtan. Harinama Sankirtan. This is the key. You don't have to